Hey, welcome to the Vaughn vlog. If this is your first time watching the Vaughn vlog, know this. This week I'm recapping Falling Skies Season 1, Episode 5, Silent Kill. Now, the show's not very good, so why am I still doing this? They sent me some stuff like this nifty hat, and I recently got a Skitter finger necklace. It was my first kill, little souvenir. I'm warding off the other aliens, I guess. So let's begin. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. Tom goes looking for Ben. That's the point of this episode, and it's been the point of basically every minute of the show thus far. Oh. Well, at least he knows where he is. He's got his son located in this hospital. His older son, Hal, has this plan to go in and free him along with the other kids by taking the harness from Ricky and putting it on his own back. And somehow the aliens fall for this. The aliens are like, yeah, you know, we don't usually communicate by sight, but it appears you're one of our boys. Not that you're under our control or anything, or we should be able to know this, and you're looking kind of sketchy. But you do have the harness, so maybe it's just not working. Come join in the circle and let's have a nap. Now, before we get into this whole rescue bit, we got to talk about how pediatrician turned surgeon Moon Bloodgood has found a way to kill the Skitters silently. So, it turns out that the one guy who has perfected the technique of removing the harnesses gets choked out by the Skitter that the Second Army has captured. He dies, and then Moon Bloodgood has her timetable moved up a little bit. There's actually some kind of urgency in the show which has been lacking thus far. Of course, the Skitter who is in captivity, he's like growing on us, growing on the audience. He's like Christopher from District 9. He might be like the one the humans befriend, boom, right through the kisser and gives him like a kidney punch in the mouth with a knife. And that does the trick. And then she flips out, tries to do a little bit of acting, and we progress. So, we figure out how to kill them in all this. The kid goes in the hospital, kills the Skitter the same way. They move the kids outside. They get them to safety. Operator Moon Bloodgood over here just goes and kills one of the kids while trying to get the harness off and saves 5, so good for her. The weird thing is, like, of course we got Tom who's like giving up early on this one kid. He's like, I'm dead, don't worry. I bet you if that was Ben, he'd be like, keep trying, I know this one. So that happens, and you're basically, that's your episode again. You know, at least they freed Ben. This show's moving at such a snail pace. I know that everybody hates God Girl Lourdes, but I kind of like her because, well, she had a little bit of a subdued role this time, and she's fairly attractive, and her talking about religion has a little bit more gears turning around upstairs than the other characters, I guess. We have her along with the biker chick, Tough Gal, who is one of the fighters. They're both hitting on Hal, which seems to be kind of the case for everybody not named Moon Bloodgood, who happens to be a female in the show. They all gravitate towards Tom's son, who is supposedly 16. And that's interesting because his main squeeze, this chick, I don't remember her name, Jessie Schramm was the actress. She likes to ride motorcycles and half-heartedly shoot assault rifles. And she was taken out of the show, basically. She got captured, and then no one ever mentioned it again. So we focus on capturing Ben over here, and we just leave this chick. I guess we assume she's dead. I don't know, don't really care. A few other things I want to point out with this episode. I noticed that Steven Spielberg, Mr. Executive Producer among about 56 other names, his name goes by very quickly in the middle of all the other executive producers. I think he's looking at this going, Yeah, I need to distance myself, so can you, like, maybe speed up the titles a little bit around me? Because these other guys, it's like, John Smith. Hey, honey, kids, come here. Look, my name's right there. See, I worked on that. Steven Spielberg, boom, Steven Spielberg, gone. He doesn't want you to even see his name anymore. Is the show getting any better? Not really. It's still moving along at a snail's pace. Characters spend a lot of time talking about their emotions and their past. Like this week we had Moon Bloodgood break down and talk about how she didn't have any photographs of her kid to have anybody help search for him. These people, they're... So, the title Falling Skies suggests that the fight is still going on when the humans really are wiped out for all we can tell. It doesn't seem like the skies are falling around us. It's more like they have fallen skies. Maybe that would be a good title. We never see anything about the invasion, and it kind of makes me think about in Lost. I'd like to see some flashbacks showing us how the characters have changed. You know, maybe Lourdes the God Girl was promiscuous back in the day. Whatever. So just something to show me what their life was like before this went down. Imagine if you were watching Lost, though, and you didn't get the flashbacks, and the show started with everybody wandering the island, talking about their past, never showing the plane crash. So you never actually saw the plane crash, but you had people talk about it. That's Fallen Skies right there, like on a budget. You just sort of say, yeah, it's too expensive to show plane crashes or alien attacks, so we just talk about it. That's your TV show.